Hey, good morning, sports bettors. Matt Modi here with OddsJam, and I am incredibly excited to say that in this video, I'll be talking about some NBA player props, NBA best bets for NBA opening night. Incredibly exciting stuff. The NBA is back. We have the Sixers versus the Celtics. We have the Lakers versus the Warriors. Incredibly exciting stuff. So in this video, I will be locking in some sharp NBA player props. So let's just get right into it. Of course, using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page for these player props, finding an edge over the sportsbooks, placing these player props that will be profitable in the long run. Which is cool about OddsJam is you're gaining an edge over the sportsbooks when you use OddsJam. So let me zoom in a little bit. So this line you see here, right, the no-vig odds, incredibly important. The no-vig can be viewed as essentially the true line of what a market should be priced at. So I like to use the stock market example. If every, like the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, whatever, all of these smart, reputable stock exchange sources are telling you, hey, Apple stock should be priced at $280 a share. And then on some random exchange, you can get them for $250, the gap between $250 and $280. That would sound like a stock you should buy. It's pretty much the same thing for sports betting. OddsJam calculates thousands and thousands of data points to figure out what sportsbooks are the sharpest, are the most accurate in terms of pricing odds, and then provides betting opportunities where you're getting more favorable odds than those no-vig odds. It's pretty simple in terms of how you can make sense logistically and how you can kind of conceptually understand the process. Of course, it's very complicated coming to that determination, which is why it's so valuable having a tool like OddsJam. So regardless, using OddsJam, finding sharp player props. The first one that I wanted to lock in here is Tobias Harris over 5.5 rebounds, minus 113 at BetRivers. So the math behind it, the no-vig line prices this at about minus 115. You can get it at minus 113 on BetRivers. And one reason why I like this one, I mentioned that it's positive EV. Look at where all the other books price it. So it's actually even more favorable. It's at minus 112 now. But look at where every other book prices it. So you can ignore Prize Picks because they're a daily fantasy sports company. They have the same implied odds for every play. But Pinnacle, minus 136. DraftKings, minus 130. Caesars, minus 137. Every other book that prices it has it in the minus 130s, except for BetRivers, which is giving it to you at minus 112. So the most likely scenario here is that BetRivers is the exchange that has this mispriced. This should be in the minus 130s, but BetRivers is giving it to you at minus 112. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. It's more favorable. I'm going to put 3/4 of a unit on this one. I'm going to put $75 on Tobias Harris to have over 5.5 rebounds. That bet has been locked in. So now let me just add this one to my bet tracker. Incredibly important to track your bets, to just make sure you're understanding where you're profitable, where you're not, what you can do better, all that stuff. Very important. So let me refresh this, make sure I get the most current odds. And the next play that I wanted to look into is the Tyrese Maxey under 3.5 assists. I love Maxey. He's more of a score-first point guard than he is a distributing one. Harden takes over a lot of the distribution for this Sixers offense. And same logic here. Look at where all the other books price it. Minus 121 on BetRivers. Pinnacle, minus 147. DraftKings, minus 135. Still closer to the Pinnacle line, but more in between. And then Caesars, minus 148. Two of the three books outside of BetRivers have this in the minus 140s. The other book has it at minus 135, basically in between DraftKings and Pinnacle. So all in all, I think that this is an awesome play. Another one, I'm just going to put half of a unit on this one, the Tyrese Maxey under assists. Not quite as good of a play as the Tobias one, but still a worthy play. Half a unit, Tyrese Maxey under 3.5 assists. So now let me add this one to my bet tracker. I put half of a unit on it. So now I'm going to refresh the page, and there was one last play that I wanted to lock in, and it was this one, the Marcus Smart over 22.5 points, rebounds, assists. So I unfortunately can't use DraftKings, so I cannot physically lock this one in like I did with the other two, but same logic as why I liked the other ones. Look at the odds here. Pinnacle, plus 107. Caesars, plus 104. DraftKings, significantly higher than all those books at plus 130. DraftKings, in this case, is the clear outlier. So all in all, another awesome play with the no vig line at plus 129. DraftKings giving it to you at plus 130. So this is the third and final bet. I would recommend putting a half of a unit on this one as well. I would love to if I could. DraftKings has my account locked. I'm still working on that. So this is the third and final play. Of course, there's going to be a ton more bets to come on the OddsJam YouTube channel as the days go on, as more sportsbooks price odds, all that good stuff. So definitely make sure to subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. Click that subscribe button. Would also appreciate it if you could like the video and comment and just share it with your friends. Let everybody know the NBA is back. But to confirm, the 3 plays that I locked in: Marcus Smart over 22.5 points, rebounds, assists, plus 130 at DraftKings. Tyrese Maxey under 3.5 assists, minus 121 at BetRivers. And Tobias Harris over 5.5 rebounds, minus 112 at BetRivers as well. And that's it. So again, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm very excited for the NBA season, and have a good one.